Hello everyone, and welcome back to, well, Henry Stickmin edition, since, this is probably going to be the final episode of the series, because what we're pretty much going to be doing in this is just, working on the achievements, and, well, for this one I'm going to be doing the BIOS, but I don't really plan to, like, go through the entire thing and have you watch it, because it's probably going to take a while, so what I'm probably going to do for this is just, while I'm doing the achievements for this particular episode, I'll be trying to get some BIOS, and whatever I don't get, I'll probably get the rest of it off screen, so it won't take so long. But we're going to be doing the achievements starting from like here, which we've already done, and just kind of go forward. And then after that, well, that will sadly be the end of it. It's been a great run. I really do hope that they consider making a Henry Stickmin 2, but I do understand if they don't have any plans to. But nevertheless, this has been a great game, great adventure, and very glad to have experienced it to the end. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish the achievements. So, alright, so the first one, we're going to be looking at these three. So there's probably hidden donuts somewhere, I'm not sure where. I will admit I'm probably going to be looking at a guide to find them, but that's just to kind of save time. So, let's see. Oh, I have to collect all the donuts, so there's more than one. Got it.
No, shut up, janitor. You don't count. Now the next one on you.
Haha. Stole your donuts. And achievement collected. Oh. Okay, I get it. Ish. Basically, from what I can tell, it's a misspell, and if I'm assuming that correctly anyways. There it goes. Alright, and that is all the achievements for escaping the prison. Now, on to stealing the diamond. And then we do it again. And then again. And done. Now we're just left with a cactus. There is a painting here. Aha! Because why not?
And after that, they just up and arrested him. Whoa, really? Yeah.
Ah, I see what I need to do. I need to be collecting all the paintings. Okay, I get it.
And after that, they just up and arrested him. Whoa, really? Yeah.
Got him. Quick, pretend you were joking.
I just trying to have a conversation.
So I'm pretty much just stealing all the paintings. I should have done that earlier. Oh well. Live and learn. There doesn't appear to be any paintings here. Oh wait, not unless there's some through the successful cutscenes. Haha. I would like to have my head in that thing. Can only imagine how agonizing it is. Nailed it. Oh, they have to have those portraits. Got it.
We got a breach headed towards the medieval section.
Roger that. We're preparing to engage, over.
Almost got it all. We're gonna go back. Ram 'em. Okay, those don't count.
Whoa. We got a breach headed towards the medieval section. Whoa.
Got it.
We got a breach headed towards the...
Okay, so I got the achievement. Basically, the last painting was in this. Basically, it was right there. I clicked on it, and while it was traveling, and yeah, I got it. Sorry about that. I thought it was gonna take a while, but then I experimented and I found out about it. So yay. Well, got all the achievements here. Time to move on. Got it. I never noticed the pose. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, Charles.
Alright, here I come. Da, 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 da.
Never fear, Charles is here. Aha. 1, 2, 1, 4.
That's kind of thinking.
Huzzah. Dun dun dun. Sweet. Nice. That's another achievement down. On to the next one. Okay. M-U... Oh, hey. I swear I can spell. Yeah, it is.
I'm a firing my laser!
Okay, guess he's not up to firing his laser today. Alright, next. Good old T-Fortress 2. Okay then. Here we are.
Oh, banana.
Okay then. Alright, and that concludes the achievements for infiltrating the airship. Now for fleeing the complex, which I have a bit. I remember that was part of it.
Almost dead.
I'm a...
Nah. And there's the achievement. Nice. There he is. Got him. Got him. Haha.
Alright, he's up there
Nailed it.
somewhere. We cannot let him get through the
Okay.
Oh, nice eye.
Got it. And that gets all the achievements. And now, finally, on to this one. Completing the mission. There's quite a few. Oh yeah, assemble the crew. That's going to be fun to do. Alright, this one's probably going to take the longest. But it is quite a long chapter.
Ooh, I wonder what's out the window. Oh, it broke.
Ouch. I hope that didn't drain my bank account. Wonder whose money that came from anyways.
Hey everyone, this is part 65 of my Henry Stickmin playthrough. Today I'm going to be doing the part with the tank. But before I get started, I just want to thank my sponsor. I got a pick.
Is there an achievement for watching it the longest? I guess I'll find out.
Hey, that looks like fun, but, kind of on the clock here.
I like that. That was a nice little touch. Gotta let him have his moment.
Hey, easy, easy. You were gone for a bit.
Finally. Okay, that was the last one. That took forever to do. I mean, most of them were easy, but it was like finding those small ones was really complicated. But I did it. I got all 122 members. So, as I've stated before, I will put a timestamp if you want to skip over this because it's a lot to read. So, yeah. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll just be down there. Anyways, let's go ahead and, for those of you who do want to stay and find out, let's read through them. Henry Stickmin. What could happen next? Apparently a lot. Also, I'm more than likely going to mispronounce a lot of these names, so I will try to pronounce them, but, well, I might mispronounce them. Renegade Copperbottom. Being a leader of the Top Hat clan is something he takes a lot of pride in. Well, yeah. Right-Hand Man Reborn. His defeat by Henry left him in bad shape. Cybernetic surgery brought him back stronger than before. I do like his voice. Ellie Rose. After escaping from the wall, things have really opened up. What is in store for her? Well, a lot. Liam Rogers, an elite helicopter pilot. He usually calls dibs on the bigger helicopters. Oh, he does look the part. Vance Kite. He's heard it all. Don't try to talk your way out of an arrest with this guy. Well, he was proven wrong. Jack Dugan, a sniper from New Zealand. He was specifically recruited by the Top Hat clan in Avengers Escape and credit scene. Okay. Frankie Pizza. He dreamed of playing for the Boston Celtics, but his basketball skills were never good enough. There's probably a couple names that might be references that I'll blow over my head, so, well, if I don't recognize them, well, apologies. I recognize some references, but not all of them. Norm Hexter, tech specialist in the government ranks. He designed this EMP system. Howard Lipton. If he doesn't have his morning tea, then he is completely useless in the field. Ah. Victoria Grit. One of the strongest captains in a Top Hat raid. She has several successive missions under her belt. Nice. Gerald Gruff. His voice is about 2 octaves below average. Ah, so he has a deep voice. Billy Brown. For 7 years, he's never washed behind his ears. Well, he should probably take off the helmet so he can wash it. Auburn Lamp. He's very high-strung. Being a soldier might not be a good career path for him. Well, then maybe you shouldn't be a soldier. Dan D. Linens. He found the perfect combination of laundry detergent. The scent is the most amazing thing. Nice. Power to you. Major Herschel Panzer. This is the first time he has combat suit in the field. He has a son working hard in the police force. Ah, try not to disappoint. I pity he disappointed. Lucas Broomhandle. The youngest of the 5 siblings, he takes up a new hobby every week. Well, everyone's got to explore. June, July. She was born in August. Well, not only 1 month, but also 2. And yet it was born after. Must be a summer girl. Timu Sumami. He grew up in Finland, so he doesn't require sunlight to function properly. Okay. So he's not a thing that requires sunlight. There are a lot of things that require sunlight, so... Ollie Andoran. He's addicted to baking shows. He always tries to break a lawn, but fails after 10 minutes. Ah. Yeah, I can relate to that, as many probably could. Gary Actress. He's getting up there in age, but he's still as spry as any youngin in the squad. Of course. Gotta keep it up. Merle Goldenfold. He's always wanted to grow a cool beard, but it never comes out all the way. Ah, patchy beards. Yeah, those are unfortunate. Anthony Lee. When he was 3, he ate a bumblebee. That's actually impressive. The fact that you ate a bumblebee, and it may or may not have stunned you, that's an impressive feat. Frederick Moonster. His hat is literally made of cheese. Nobody will bunk with him. All part of the plan. Wonder what kind of cheese it is. Must have had a lot of time to carve that hat into a cheese, though. Smoosh Sammy. His first day in the Top Hat clan, he fell on his hat and it got smushed. The name just kind of stuck. I see that. Oh yeah, this guy. Pablo Sloof. An ace detective in the Top Hat ranks. There's no problem he can't eventually solve, and he's always armed. Captain H.J. Canterbury. He's one of the men in charge of information gathering. He has a brother who works in the police force. Looks very similar to the general. Thomas Chips. His father, Alan, is a co-founder of the Electronics Entertainment Expo. Interesting. Filbert. He's part of the checkpoint inspection team, but really he just wants to sit on the train. Ah, know the feeling. Jim Pulp. He's the type of person that always passes out on a trip. Yeah, I know the feeling. Darius Johnsonite. He is a gemstone appraiser with the Top Hat clan. He evaluates how much the stolen gems are worth. I wonder how much those giant gems are worth. Mr. Job. He was going to start his own computer business, but was beat to the punch by someone with the same name. Oh, I get it. Steve Jobs. Joan Scone. Hold the phone. Is that Joan Scone? The one that owns all the loans? Huh. Al the Pal. His high camerism makes him a valuable member of the clan. No one has ever reported having issues with him. Oh, neat. Stanley Grass. He has 2 blades of grass growing out of the top of his head, and he is very sensitive about it. How in the world did grass get into his head and start growing? Wallace Dagwood. He used to be on the front lines but took a bad hit to the face. He's been running more of the support role since. And I can understand why. Ice Pick. Since he's stationed in a snowy environment, he wanted a cool nickname. Now he's stuck with it. I mean, it's not too bad. Sten Lugren. A regular at this establishment, he comes in every day to read the newspaper and have a cup of coffee. Ah. The average customer, coming in for a daily routine. Hilmert Weigoff. Fresh out of a bar fight, he's been laying there for a solid 3 hours. I'll probably just sleep it off and he'll be fine. Perry Sherman. He likes collecting the bottles from all patrons. He works a long shift every day, so is usually pretty pooped. Well, with all those drinks, I can understand why. Mysterious Vagabond. A drifter who's come in town lately. It seems he's not just passing through. No, he isn't. Kane West. He was in the music production business, but one plagiarism accusation later, he gave up and joined the Top Hats. Is that what happened to him? Right-hand man. He still serves as Rango's number 2. Extreme loyalty is what a Top Hat member should strive for. Sal Malrone. He used to be in the Mafia, but wanted to branch out because he felt there were already too many Italians. Ah. Mr. Lincoln. He's not related to the president. He just looks a lot like him. No, that's true. Whitehead. He wanted to be named after a snake, but most people just think of pimples when they hear his name. Ah, yes. Not intentional. Ah, yes, this guy who's been elusive. Patty Pride. Purple is his favorite drink. What? Henry Stickmin. Oh. He kept getting harassed for being a criminal. Eventually, he became fed up and joined the Top Hats to make it true. Ah, yeah, I can understand that. B. Hampton. The head conjurers at the Stickman Space Resort. He was one of the first Top Hats to convert and help with the other transition to others. Carl's Candela. He's bad at pool, like really bad at pool. I mean, just look at that technique. Just sad. Oh, I see how he's doing it. Yeah, you're holding it wrong. Elizabeth Green. She's here on her honeymoon, one of the Stickman Space Resort's most common booking. Ah. Lars Green. He's here with his wife for their honeymoon. Both of them have always wanted to go to space. Well, congratulations, you two. You're in space. Snowcap. He picked a far-off station so that he wouldn't need to do much work. Ah. Clement Warrington. He was fed up with driving trucks for a living, so he turned to smuggling. Now he's one of the Top Hat's best drivers. I guess if you like driving and the type of driving that you do, power to you. Mr. Macbeth. He's often been compared to an ape, which he takes as a compliment. He hates it when people don't take him seriously. Oh. Blast Connors. His ego is one of the biggest in the entire Top Hat clan. Well, yeah, he was a little like, I got this, and well, yeah, and he didn't. Matilda Ivy. She has probably the coolest hair out of the Top Hat members, and she knows it. Well, the hair does look nice. M.F. Jones. If you mess with him, he will mess you up. His full name is Milhouse Fillmore Jones. Ho ho. I don't know, but I think this might be a reference to Milhouse Manastorm. Maybe. I don't know. Those of you who don't know, Milhouse Manastorm is a popular character in World of Warcraft. He's a hilarious little gnome that likes to be all doom and power. I don't know what he's been up to recently. Bartolomino, an opera singer who refused a payment after a show. The Top Hat clan offered him the revenge he was seeking. Oh, nice. Why, Larry the guy, why are you asking about cables? He doesn't know anything about that. I feel like this is a reference I should know, but it's just blowing over my head. Boy, there's a lot to cover, but I will get through it, because I am curious about this, and, well, this is pretty much the end of the road. Grunt. He showed up at the Top Hat clan dressed like this. They're not going to turn down a great fighter, though. I feel like that guy's a reference to something, but I'm not sure what. Mysterious Martin. Part of the Flying Division of the Top Hat clan, he used to run legendary pranks. Oh. Probably another reference that sounds familiar. Mr. Teal. He thinks his hat is teal, but really it's more of a scion, really. I don't know. I don't really dabble in a lot of colors, so the difference was just blown over my head. Don Miguel. His RPG character owns a magical shop. Or was it a ship? Oh, is that what happened to the ship? General Gale Force. The result of an airship raid seemed to have led to a large promotion. He is now a specialist in dealing with the Top Hats. Nice. Ah, yes. Charles Calvin. He is experienced with multiple different types of flying vehicles. He gets brought in for special missions only. Oh, nice. From rookie to expert. Smoke Yacht Tyson. A chain smoker if I ever saw one. He smokes a pack an hour, but it gives him some kind of power. Smoking that many cannot be good for you. Even if it does give you power. Marty O. I get it. Every time he jumps, he makes a super loud noise like a tennis player. Is that what it sounds like? I've never really felt that it makes a tennis sound. Luigi. Even though he's taller than he's always been in his brother's shadow, he really doesn't mind that, though. Well then. The Witch. The Top Hat clan's main herbalist. She's totally embraced the nicknames so she can be rather odd. Oh, hey. Good looking. She looks like a good witch. Sheriff. Just one of the main political figures in the Top Hat clan has in their pockets. Ah. So it's not like one of those sheriffs. The Ruffian. He's usually out on the front lines for the Top Hat clan. His hat has taken a lot of damage over the years. Oh, hey, the more it's worn down, that means the more that they use it. Tinted. He can only say one word, but the details are unclear, but I think time travel is involved. Probably another reference I'm not recognizing. Gone Hunter. He loves rock, paper, scissors, but always throws rock. Losing never crushes his spirits, though. Ha ha ha. Ken Jampon. He's got a hole in his face, and as master of rock, paper, scissors, people feel weaker after losing to him. Did he get the hole from the scissors? Because it couldn't have been the paper or the rock. Carol Cross. One of the higher-ups in the clan, she is extremely strict and by the books. You don't want to cross her. Ah, that type. Yeah, well, she does look like the type of person that is strict. Stu Pennels. A series of events has caused him to owe money to Carol Cross. This is very bad for him. Yeah, I'll say. Especially with that scene and everything else. Oh yeah, this cat. Bucket Hat. Bucket Hat. Okay, at least he's happy with his hat. Five Eyes. He wears glasses, so he should be able to be called Four Eyes. Where's the fifth eye? Maybe it's on his forehead that we don't see. Talon Circus. He was recruited out of the circus. He's an acrobat wizard and really difficult to deal with in a fight. Good to know. Crusher. He can crush an apple in his bare hand. That's about it. Okay, power to you for crushing apples. I know a guy who crushed apples. The Magician. He can pull your spleen right out of his hat. He used to be a professional wrestler, but that ended poorly. I have many questions. Like, if he can pull my spleen out of his hat, it's impressive, but did he do that trick in wrestling? And is that why it ended poorly? No, so many questions. Mr. Fat Lip. He got a pretty bad lips. He's not actually a big fan of his nickname, but it's really hard to change these things. Seems like that once you have a nickname that people call you by, you're stuck with it in the top hat. Scar. He devised the name after the previous Scar was defeated. Ah, so he stole the name. Eduardo Giancarlo. A master pickpocket. He actually sought out the Top Hat clan and joined them. Usually it's the other way around. So wait, the Top Hat clan recruits you? I thought people would go to them. Jeremy Steinfeld. He lives in an apartment in New York and wonders what the deal with everything is. That name does seem familiar. I don't recall. Honestly, I do. That name does look familiar, so it's just blowing over my mind why I'm not recognizing it. Jaraf Consenza. He's very neurotic and constantly causing problems for himself. Well, that's a problem. Topbot. A top-of-the-line robot built for missions that go hot. So is it to help contain the heat, or is he, distraction? Hannibal Burns. You can never tell if he's paying attention because he always looks so relaxed. Ah. No, he does. Smokestack. People think the nickname is because of his hat, but actually he's a pyromaniac. Oh, I get it. Dusty. He had one of the longest runs as leader of the Top Hat. He moved so slowly, people often thought he was dead. Well, geesh. Cloudface. He lost his position as leader because people couldn't understand his commands through his beard. Well, that guy has a lot of hair. Randy Radman. Ran the Top Hat clan through a party era. Things were a blast until they were bankrupt. Yeah, the thing about parties is that you spend, but you don't necessarily make money from it. Renaro the Brute, one of the fiercest leaders in the Top Hat clan has ever had. Unfortunately, he was lost in combat. Ah, that's a shame. Sir Wilfred IV. He defeated the previous leader to claim the title. He despises incompetence. Well, he's got the face for it. Terence Sauvé, one of the worst leaders the Top Hat clan has ever had. He would launch raids that made no sense just for the thrill. Ah, one of those. Mr. Skyscraper. He's got a tall hat, so of course he needs a tall nickname. Earrings. Her earrings function for battle purposes besides looks. They can blind people with a bright flash. Oh, handy. Red Crimson. He thinks his name is awesome, but it's pretty redundant if you ask me. I could see why the name is pretty good. This guy, J.K. Kingston, a bit of an Etican leader. He always walked through with a golden daguille in his hand. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing a few of these words. Steve's son. He took over leadership when the previous leader and right-hand man went missing. Oh. Gus Bricks. Hit the bricks, pal, you're done. He said that joke about 80 times during the arrest. Sir Hattie. He's always crying. People think it's from a loss of his old friend. Aw, that's sad. Chip Crewman. He got some crappy second-hand top hand when he joined. He's been rethinking his membership lately. Well, it's a little too late since you're being arrested. Brian Reynolds. He could have been a model, but he wanted to go with something more important with his life. Now, good on you. John Frog Pilkson. A master when it comes to self-infiltration. Gray. Gordon E.O. Banks. A tech wizard. If it's electronic, he can work his magic. Sort of like me. Of course, he probably outdoes me when it comes to tech. Amelia Turtle Esteban. A demolition expert. She loves blowing stuff up and hates when things take too long. Ah. Mr. Goldblum. He used to be CEO before he was found embezzling funds to the Top Hat clan. Ooh. Howie Hauser. He was an orphan taken by the Top Hat clan. They gave him a name in hopes he'd live up to it. He hasn't. No, a shame. Pink Man. He's not affiliated with any chemistry teachers or Cardinal. He just has a pink hat. Good hat. Amber Downs. This is his first tour and he knew it would be a doozy. Well, yeah, his expression says so. Rupert Price. Sorry. He's been going on more and more intense missions ever since his police days. Well, I guess he can handle the heat. Bort Sampson. He thought he had a unique name, but he's met at least 5 other Borts. Ah. Mr. Thick. One of the Top Hat's best chiefs. He makes the fattest burgers and the juiciest steak. Ah, so that's why he's called that. Could I have some of those? Peanut. It's ironic because he really has a peanut allergy. Oh, that's why they gave him the name. The Leprechaun. He totally embraced his appearance. He's even adopted a terrible fake Irish accent to complete the ensemble. Power to you. Ali Jean. Him be like wicked mental. Big up yourself. Probably should be someone I recognize, but I don't. Antonis Sparta. He can kick through a solid steel beam with ease. This is Top Hat. Right-hand man blue. He's been rewired to protect Henry at all costs. The Top Hat oil is so deep. Can it really be completely removed? Answer, no. I will say these profiles are quite interesting. Like, some of them are like to help explain the person's a reference, while some of them are just, random facts. So it's pretty neat. Stephen Wills. He doesn't do combat at all, but he's often needed to run as support. Everyone's got their role in the army. Wade the Stone Jerson. Headstrong. He's been wanting to take leadership for a while and just hasn't found the right opportunity. Ah, one of those. Rock Cool Steve Dallas. He's been waiting for a leadership position to open up. He's not going to let it slip away under him now. Ah, when they were quarreling. Then this guy who just randomly pops up. Dilly Tally. He's always wanted to go on a stealth mission. He tries to be stealthy in every mission he goes just to make up for it. Well, I mean, he only appeared once as far as I can tell. Alice Hamilton, the evening reporter at BCC. She's a fairly new reporter, but she's been doing a really great job. Well, she has. She reads the reports very calmly instead of, some reporters, they tend to dramatize news a little more than they should, where, she just approaches it calmly, which I like. Burt Curtis, the head of communications in the Top Hat clan. He is the liaison between the leaders and the rest of the Retcon team. I have to question, how in the world did he get, the headphones into the hat perfectly? Yeah, this is also another guy that evaded me. The Marble Man. He's not strong like Marble. He just likes marbles. No, that's good. Wilmer Craigus. He's been a Top Hat member for over 40 years. His English has improved throughout the years, but he still has an accent. Well, accents aren't a bad thing. Bloodhound. A master at hunting down people and objects. He's the guy responsible for filling up the brig with bounties. Ah. Tane Flargunsto. His hat wobble technique is something to behold. Well, it's hard to see it because we only saw him for like a brief moment. Sarah Converse. She is a firm believer that Al will one day try to take over the world. Is Al a character here that I missed, or is it just something else? Waxwell Getz. His parents named him after a lizard. Or was it a gecko? Who knows? Pendle Toad. His favorite ice cream is Rocky Road. Ah. Elmser Pasno. He moved out to the middle of nowhere to start fresh. I don't think it's going so well. No, maybe he's just still trying to forget his past. Marcus Balbird. Talk like this he does. Not sure why I am. What did he do to his table? Did he eat it? Did he just take a big bite out of it? Because, I mean, look at that. Gremlin. She's extremely scrappy and feisty. It's rumored she grew up on her own in the woods. Well, I guess it would explain the attitude and the name. Mr. Villain. He speaks and behaves like a 1920s movie villain. I don't know if that started before or after he joined the Top Hats. Well, it kind of looks like the parts, so who knows. Hazmat. He really wants a hazmat suit. He's presumably claimed this name, but who knows how long it'll take to get that suit. I mean, even if you get a suit, I don't know if it's very durable. I mean, it'll be helpful if you're going to do like radioactive missions. Oh my gosh, Arnold Schwartz, an elite Top Hat member. His commanding voice is perfect for leading men into battle. Well, that's true. Gene Frederickson. He used to be mayor, but fled when his plans to smuggle a large diamond out of the museum were uncovered. Oh, really? So that diamond wasn't just an unfortunate thing, it was actually part of the Top Hats. Neat. Albert Poshley, one of the wealthiest Top Hat members. He tends to fund more of the expensive operations for high profit. I might be someone, but I don't recall his name. Jack Human, an up-and-coming member in the Top Hat clan. He has yet to make a name for himself. Well, he never gets to. Paul Ascot. His entire career has just been delivering bad news. Well, someone's got to do it. Power to you for being able to do those kind of jobs. Holy cap! The whole into that was caused by a laser incident. Well, that would explain it. The bookie. The man in charge of cooking the books in the Top Hat clan. He's a big stickler for rules and keeps things in order. Cooking the books as in writing them, creating them, or literally cooking them. Chuck Wellington. His great-grandfather is the inventor of beef. Allegedly. Ah, yes. I need to try a Wellington one of these days. Fred Finestone. He always runs around barefoot and shouts with a super loud catchphrase. People tend to avoid him. But he's not barefoot right now. He's wearing shoes. I mean, you can clearly tell that they're shoes. I'm just saying. Dr. Vincenpensenstein. A solar practitioner that specializes in cybernetic surgery. She travels around the world in her boat, which doubles as her workstation. Okay. Reference. A short-range spirit. If you are punched by him, you are sent to an alternate timeline. He can also swap places with Henry. Oh. Neat. Mac Dandy. His forgery skills are top of the line. His forged paintings are a big source of income for the Top Hat clan. Ah. Ham Bag. He was down on his luck selling ham out of a bag when he was found by the Top Hats. Blueberry. He only eats blueberries. Nobody has ever seen him eat anything else. Oh, I mean, at least they're good for you. Thomas Chestershire. He preferred it when Henry was leader of the Top Hat clan. Yeah, I did seem to like him. Hat Girl. She kind of just appeared and has joined the ranks. People have said they saw her in a spaceship or something. Interesting. Handsome Harold. He's in charge of keeping the Top Hat's collected of information organized. Nice. Then we got this guy. Gregory Plum. He's always been an ideas guy. His head is just big, though, not because of an extra large brain. Oh, well, at least he's got good ideas. Just big or small, it's still good. Misdemeanor. She's very proud of her name, but it was too lazy to check if it's been used before. I think it has, I just don't remember where. Barbershop Bill. Even though he wears a barbershop hat, he sucks at cutting hair and is even worse at singing a cappella. Maybe he should be like one of those guys who does like who does a quadret duo. Like they wear the hats, the striped jackets, and they have those canes. I forgot what they were called. Alphino Cruz. Pronouncing the sh sound is very important. He gets offended if you pronounce it as Alphanozone. Alfonso. Alfonso. I'm probably missing something. Floyd Winters. Unfortunately, his friend Harry doesn't show up in this game. Probably another reference I'm not recognizing. Wow, I've been going through this for quite a while. Dave Pampa. He spent a long time in his top hat cell. His life will probably never be the same. Didn't I let him out? I guess he got stuck there? Mato Gurnshev. One of the 3 people at the wall that actually knows how to operate a tank. Then we got this guy. Dmitry Jonas Pevro. He lost quite a few teeth in the escape incident, so now he has to speak with the lips. Yeah, he did get smacked with a sign. 10 Penis. When he joined the Top Hat clan, he only had 10p to his name. He keeps the name to remember his origins. What does the P stand for? Weak Sauce. He's been on the verge of getting kicked out of the clan multiple times. Well, rip. Mr. Angry. The guy has an actual anger problem. It doesn't help him fight or anything. It mostly just distracts everyone. I hope it distracts the enemy. Dima Pensky. This is his first time ever being out in the country. He didn't know there was so much green in the whole galaxy. I guess where he comes from, there's a lot of non-green, so it's either snowy or he just lives in the city. Oh, wait, he's a member of the wall, so a lot of snow. Dolan Torkov. He has a personal vendetta against the Top Hat clan, so he will make sure to come on this mission. Todd Tatter. He used to be Sputum, but he married into a Tartar family. Bill Cook. Before he joined the military, he lived in a house with way too many people. Name does seem familiar. Konrad Bukotsky. He joined the military with his twin. They've always been in the mission as pairs. Calvin Bukotsky. He joined the military with his twin. They have always been mission as pair. Bob Pants. His father was a pants salesman, but he broke tradition and went into the military. Well, not everyone wants to fulfill the family legacy. Paul Penn. He claims he's related to Sean Penn, but has never been able to prove it. Oh, isn't this the guy with the hat? Ivan Petrovina. He forgot to switch out his Usanga before coming into the jungle and sprinting up to a bunch of stairs. Ooh, yeah, that would make you hot. Gregory Olat. His arm is freshly broken after being hit by a car during the escape incident. Oh, yeah. What are the odds of that happening? Stoneface. You will never get any emotion out of his face. Quincy Tafelmuffin. His family has been in the Top Hat clan for generations. They never really made a name for themselves, though. Maybe they shouldn't try making muffins. Fred Wurst. He really is just the worst. I mean, he fired a gun full of swords, so wasn't that bad. Nancy Popo. She's been going on the mountain climbing expeditions in the area. Nobody has attempted to map the mountains here. Well, props to her. Wow, going through 222 people is a lot when you do it all at once, but honestly, even if I did do it while I was doing the mission, it still would have been a lot to cover. So I guess in some ways I'm glad I decided to wait until after to do it, because yeah, it's a lot. Natska Tadlin. She hangs out with her pal Travis at the tavern every week. Maybe one day she'll get the courage to ask him out. Travis de Groot. He lost his eye in an explosive incident. He has used to be a mercenary but gave up that life when the updates stopped coming. Ah, pity. But hey, maybe those two will, get together. Josh Taylor. He's really excited to be part of such a big mission. You could say he's a bit overconfident. Yeah, drinks will loosen your lips a bit. Drake Camper. A relatively new recruit. He hasn't been learning all the ropes yet, including the ones about loose lips sinking ships. Yeah, clearly. Quinston Albaster. He has a couple of greenhorns placed under his watch, and he's been sick babysitting them. I can understand why. Hank Stockman. He keeps calm in any situation, or at least it appears that way because of his sweet shades. Yeah, sweet shades, that mustache, stained face. He looks like pretty chill. Hayden Brock. He gets bored easily and realizes that making bets makes things more interesting. Well, what's crazy is that guy actually won the bet. So he has to pay him $10. We should have asked for more. Mad Lad. He started his day with a nice can of Kerpow energy drink. Oh, nice. Well, I guess that what makes his aiming good. Andrew Cobbler. The engineer in charge of Big Boy. He got stuck on an issue with it and wasn't able to fix it in time for the raid. Whoops. Wonder what that issue was. Well, before it was scrambled. Donjan Pagello, the main operator of Big Boy. He's been coming to terms with not being able to pilot the Big Boy into the raid today. Ah, I wouldn't blame him, though. That tank is pretty impressive. Timothy Turner. He used to have 2 imaginary friends when he was younger. Alright. Brock Hollowitz. Just one more tour and then I can finally go home and be with my family. Sometimes that's just, what you think, and then they give you another one. Hopefully it'll just be one more at that moment. Ellis Bradchin. He mans one of the many CCC mobile units. There are hundreds of these scattered throughout the world. Man, these guys are really determined to keep order. Phantom. He's a ghost, by the way. His suit allows him to turn invisible and he's able to pinpoint locations for nuclear strikes with his rifle. Yep, that's a ghost alright. StarCraft reference. Josie Gunzal. He's been a gamer since 2008, but only plays free-to-play games. You can catch him wearing the default hat. Ah, I see. Peter Maryville. He always wears a helmet. You never know when a stray bullet might come flying. Isn't that supposed to be stray? Yeah, that's a misspell or that's put in intentionally. But, he's not wrong. Ogre Crip. He's been pretty good stats for the cost. He's also pretty good with can't be targeted adapt. Huh. Beans. He's just thinking about those beans. I wonder if he's Mr. Bean. Although he doesn't have really the news for it. Curly Brown. One of the smartest Top Hat members. He has a PhD in cartoon logics and physics. Is he one of the devs? I don't know. Dr. Glasses. He's not actually a doctor. Actually, nobody calls him a doctor. Can we get the title changed, please? Actually, Dr. Glass, I should say. Not to mention, where's the glass part? Steve. The guy is seedy, even for a Top Hat member. Keep this on DL, but I heard they're planning to cut ties with him. Barry Bruh. When it comes to frantically clamoring for weapons, he can't be beat. Baye 503. One of the many Bayets. He always strives to improve his hot dog eating and bug collecting skills. I'm confused by the name. Ellery. The fusion of Henry and Ellie. They have the fiercest of Helly and the luck of Henry. Wow. Then you got this guy who faced off against him. Cabiz. He towers over the other Top Hat members. He always engages in a pre-fight banner. Oh boy. And then I believe the last group is, when we had that diversion dance-off. By the way, the music was pretty cool. Pop to Top. He couldn't figure out how to fix his top hat, so now people just call him Pop to Top. Well, some people wear their hat like that. Oh yeah, this guy kind of evaded me. Cool Joe. He managed to make it back after being locked up at the wall for several years. Good thing there was a breakout. Wait. Was he there? Or was he the undercover? Not sure. Orange Hat Kid. He thought of a dance that also works great as an exercise move. I mean, dancing is good exercise. Toby Mac. The guy is too cool for school. The ladies just can't stay away. Is it the hair? Or his coolness? Pasta Primavera. He formed a crew here in the Top Hat clan. They all got their start in Italy. Figaro Mulagewani. Part of a small Italian crew. They all joined the Top Hat clan at the same time. Oh, is it the three guys that were having like a dance? Parmesan Lizone. Him and his crew joined a Top Hat clan at the behest of their boss. Yep. Link. He used to be a hero, but then they took an arrow to the chest and he was in the hospital for 3 weeks. Ouch. Lonk. He just lost the game. Which game? Because we're talking about this game, then yeah. Crabman. He claims the batteries in his back pocket to give him great dancing abilities. Well, I mean, they do contain quite a bit of a charge. Conky Don. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. Mr. Unstoppable. He's been extremely lucky since joining the Top Hats. Will it last? Well, that depends. I mean, if you're lucky all the time and you don't be like, haha, I'm invincible, then, well, if he does that, then he probably won't last. But if he's like, he keeps, gracing his luck, then maybe it'll last. Jonathan Bravo. Oh my gosh, Jonathan Bravo. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he sounds exactly like Elvis Presley. Nope, that's from Johnny Bravo. I think it was Johnny Awesome because of the hair and the shades. Cowboy. He couldn't come up with a very interesting nickname. He just got fixated on the World Cowboy, so he settled. Siggy. His top hat is actually a giant cigarette. He's got to make sure he stays away from fire. Interesting cigarette. Tommy Partridge. He will help Top Hat raid plans by creating animix of breakdown of all the details of the plan to aid success. Huh. Interesting. Sleepy Dog. Hang around too long and you start acting funny. Interesting hat you got. Well, that is all the bios for everyone in completing the mission. That was a lot to cover.
Oh, a package, huh? Oi, Dave. Yep. Hey, I got a package here for someone named Henry. I love delivering packages.
Oh. Well, first off, you're welcome. Second off, I guess that was a secret ending. I had no idea. I was trying to unlock one of the Among Us characters, and I noticed that there was there before, so I decided to do it again, and then, well, there was the option to push it, so I'm like, I'll push it. Alright. Wow, that was a lot to cover. 222. But it's done. Everyone's bios recorded, all achievements completed. And as you can see, all the others are done. So, we've reached the end. This is the end for Henry Stickmin. Man, it's been a crazy, wild ride of, adventure, references, and quite an interesting story. Who would have thought that a stick character could create such a story like this? This has been a really wild ride, and I saw the secret ending while I was trying to complete the other achievements, and that was a very nice touch to the secret ending. Just to kind of just basically send things off with, how the paradox all began in the first place, and then just say, thank you for playing, and that was it. So yeah, that is the end of Henry Stickmin Collection. I don't know if they're going to be doing any more. This probably is going to be the last thing they do, at least for this game. I do hope they make a Henry Stickmin 2, but I understand if they don't want to, because, there's got to come a time where a game has to come to an end, and if they feel like that this is how they should end it, then power to them. I mean, would be nice to have more, but I know they pretty much, put the stocks all in this one, and pretty much did this to kind of wrap it up. But it has been quite a ride. I really did like this, and all the awesome and interesting endings you could get in this one. So yeah. And of course, thank you all for watching me. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more Let's Plays anytime soon, but like I said, I wanted to do this one because, well, I did a Henry Stickmin series on my channel way back when Escaping the Prison came out, or Fleeing the Complex, sorry, not Escaping the Prison. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get those two mixed up. But yeah, it it's been great. It's a shame to see it go, but you know what? It's been one heck of an adventure, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So yeah, if you like this extra video I did, you can leave a like if you want, or just, you know, comment about maybe some of the references I didn't recognize or anything. And again, well, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can. My channel mainly focuses on animations, but if I decide to do a Let's Play, I'll probably do it. But my focus is just more on animations, so Let's Plays will be less frequent. So yeah, if you're into either of them or both, feel free to join. Like I said, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to do something like this, but who knows. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and thank you for joining me on this series. And I will see you in the next game or next video. Until then, take care.